Iron Skillet Podcast. We are back. We've been busy. We've been keeping busy.
Definitely.
A lot to talk about. We just wanted to catch up on, what we've had going on before we dive back into a podcast run. If you guys forgot, I go by Bullwhip. We got Shator Lane, the humble savage, in the building. We got T. Clem TV sitting in the master chair. He ain't on the boards. I got the boards next to me. What's up, guys? This feels good, right?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I like these new mic stands.
Yeah.
I was a little skeptical.
Why?
Just because, I don't know, I like the look of...
I don't like the look of that because it's like all in your face. Like,
yeah,
really?
it's like in your way.
A couple times it was like blocking my face. I thought you guys didn't want people to see my face.
Yeah, but there's nothing we can do about it.
The one podcast, you couldn't really see him in the back. I think it was one of the Bright Box ones.
Yeah, well, we could, yeah.
Because I'm ugly?
I think both of them, that you couldn't really see you.
Probably.
Yeah. So these are better.
I feel like you did that on purpose. The only reason I say I like the other ones better is because, it gives me the radio vibe.
Yeah.
This ain't no radio. Radio's dead.
I don't know why.
But
I say that,
Brandon likes to stay in the past. He doesn't like to get up with the times very well.
Tracks.
I'm not even gonna lie. For the past couple months, I haven't been listening to music in my car. I don't listen to anything. I like
just silence.
Wait, I thought your radio was broken.
No, my CD player's broken. So I listen to the radio if I'm listening to something. But lately we had our show when we opened for Gangstagrass, which we're going to talk about. So, I'd be in the car doing acapellas, or I got my performance tracks on my phone. So I'll pull up the performance track and just go with it. Funny, I was leaving open mic one night and I was still in the zone. I was going through... I forget what song I was performing in my car while I'm driving. I'm at a stoplight and I hear somebody honking. I'm like, what's going on? I look over. It's this guy I know. He's like, hey. I'm like, I'm busy, man. I'm in the zone. I ain't paying no attention to everybody.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So you sit in silence for the most part in your car.
Pretty much.
I do that.
It's like
too.
me and my thoughts. That's my time to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To get my thoughts out and, figure out, I don't know, what I'm doing for the day. Otherwise I'm at work and, too much going on, or, at home doing things
No, for sure. It's nice to have that.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Sometimes you got to turn it off.
Well, it's been, honestly, it's funny is we've been in this moving process for over a year of moving into this space.
Literally.
We've done a couple podcasts in this building, but we finally established our space.
This is it. Finally.
Yeah, and we have it set up, and more setup will come, but it's just funny. It's taken forever, but we've all had so much going on.
How long have we been paying rent here? A year?
Almost a year.
No, I think a year.
A year.
Yeah, because it had to been March of last year because.
It was, because we was in the old studio then.
Yeah, we moved out of the old studio in February. I think February was the last month we were in the old studio.
Right.
Yeah.
And we moved all the stuff here, and then I broke my leg in April. So it was...
Yeah, for sure.
So we started paying rent here in April 1st, maybe?
That's so crazy.
It's been a wild ride.
Yeah, it really has.
On the ride up, we was talking about it, and Trav's like, man, I think it's a great deal. If anything, we're just paying for storage.
Yeah,
I mean,
bro, I don't want to just pay for storage. That's why I hit y'all last week. And I was like, guys, can we find a day and do something? Let's get a podcast going. I've been itching.
No, for sure. But I definitely see what you mean. It was a good opportunity regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. Look at all the things we've had come of this.
Yeah.
Just being here and meeting people,
for sure.
Put us on to some good opportunities.
We'll definitely cook up some creative stuff in here as well. I'm sure we'll come up with something, photo shoots, videos, stuff like that. But it does feel good to just be all right, we're good, we're established. Let's go ahead and run a podcast real quick.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
So, when we put it in perspective, we've been here for a year. A lot has happened in a year, and we haven't really dropped too many podcasts. We had the podcast for the first Bright Box show. We did one for... Well, we did our most recent podcast was interviewing Gangstagrass.
Yeah.
I keep mentioning Gangstagrass, so I feel like we gotta just start with that.
Touch on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cha, bring us into this and tell everybody that doesn't know what just happened. Like,
Yeah. So it was pretty awesome. It was a huge opportunity for us. Gangstagrass is like a renowned band. Their last album just went #1 on the Billboard Bluegrass charts, and they were doing a show. The first time I met them was probably 3 or 4 years ago. They would come through and play at Sweet Nola's. Shout out to Cheryl, the owner of Sweet Nola's. That's how I first linked up with them. And they always stayed in touch, always super positive, super supportive. And they were coming back through, and Brightbox contacted Travis about us opening for them, and which is a huge opportunity because they're an amazing band. So they pull a pretty big crowd, and those people are just diehard music fans. They're there to like listen to music, not really just socially there. You know what I mean? So before the show, we got to chop it up with them and hop on a podcast with them and get their story. You could definitely check it out. It's probably the one right before this one because this will come out next.
Yep.
But yeah, so that was what, last Saturday? Was it last Saturday? The Saturday before? The 12th, whatever
12th,
the
yeah.
12th is. We got to open for them at Brightbox, and it was amazing. And for us, for our band, I felt like that was a huge stepping stone because that's the tightest set we've played. I felt comfortable on stage. I felt like we finally have like a vibe. You know what I mean? Like we're coming into our own, which is really cool. So, and it was just fun.
Y'all did amazing.
Thank you. So did you, man.
Yo, like,
Brandon was happy to go first because then he could start drinking and do whatever afterwards.
I had 2 drinks the whole night. Like,
Brandon
I was
just wanna
telling
turn
Trav all day, he's like, look, there's a liquor store. I'm like, bro, I don't even want to drink. Like, I don't care to drink.
I know we invited you out for pre-drinks, and you're like, let me get a water.
Yeah, man, because y'all know me. Like, I love to have my headspace there when I perform. Like, I don't like to be under the influence. Like,
No,
I'm not
for
gonna.
sure.
I've
learned with our
been
younger
there. Like,
days.
I don't like having those performances because you look back and you're like, man, I could have did so much better. So I go into it with a clear head, so I kill it. And like, I felt like I did very well.
Yeah, you did, man.
I felt like all the practice, like it actually helped. And it was a little nerve wracking. I ain't gonna lie because there was like 200 some people there.
Oh yeah.
Like I remember I did my first song. My first song was a song I've never performed before, and it was a song I wrote like 5 years ago. Shout out Cat Shirt Kev. He produced the beat. He played 4 different guitars on it. I didn't mention it at the show. I was gonna, but I forgot. So he played electric, acoustic, a bass, and a keytar. Yeah, fun fact. But anyways, I felt I wanted to bring it out because, you know, it was Gangstagrass. Like, this is a bluegrass hip hop band. This isn't just like hip hop artists. So I feel like I had to tailor my set to that kind of music to fit because, you know, I can't just come out with all bangers. Like,
No, for sure.
so that's what I did. And when I remember I performed that song sitting down because there's the second half of the verses so fast I didn't want to lose my breath and, you know, start breathing for a whole bar.
Yeah.
But I remember I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the crowd. I'm just scanning like I always do. You know, I always try to look up and you never look down. But I could feel my left leg shaking. Like I picture myself there right now and I just felt it.
Yeah.
But like once I got through that first verse and I got through the hook, I was like, all right, bet we're good.
Yeah.
And then I got to the second song and I was like, all right,
I can stand
I'm
up.
standing up, I'm
Yeah.
moving around, let's go.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you shaking? You were nervous?
Yeah, man. Are you kidding? Like I kicked off the show. And what's funny is I was backstage and like I'm like, all right, so I forgot to talk and like, is anybody gonna introduce me? Like, I'm not trying to hold the show up. So I was like, all right, it's 1 minute till 9 when we're supposed to start. I'm just going up there and doing it.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And it was fine. And then I introduced y'all and like, man, I feel like the whole night went off without a hitch. Like there was like everything went as good as it could have gone. Like nothing went bad. It was an incredible experience.
100%. I agree. I had so much fun. Had so much fun.
Oh my God. Oh, and then I talked to Travis the other day. I was like, I was like, bro, I know you left early because if you because if you were there the whole night, you would have included Shaw getting on stage with Gangstagrass in the vlog. And that's how I knew Trav left early. But yo, how was that? You got up on stage and performed with Gangstagrass. Not only was it with Gangstagrass, you freestyled, but it was also the song that they won an Emmy for.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that or not.
No. It was, I mean, it was awesome. Those moments, like, they've done that every time I've done a show with them. So I knew it was coming, but I was like, man, they had a long set. It's late. We just lost an hour of time because it was daylight savings, and
that's right. Yeah.
And they all left the stage. So like, I had my coat on. I had like,
I didn't know they left. It was an encore.
They got off the stage. Yeah. So like, I had my coat on. I had like cups, and my hands were full, and I was like getting my stuff. And then it's so funny. Arson like comes out like that little doorway to the green room, and he just points at me and he goes, and I'm like, oh man. I was like, it's happening. And they were like, we're about to go back up there. Are you coming? And I was like, yeah, of course. I'm never going to not do that.
Yeah.
But freestyling's always like, I love it. But everyone that freestyles that's not like phenomenal at it knows like sometimes you don't hit every single time.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm just like, all right, relax and just let it flow. And I think it went well. Like every time I've been with them, like I feel like the freestyle's gone well. Everybody liked it. They were cheering. So.
It ain't like you like got caught on your words or anything. Like you flowed, you killed it.
Yeah.
Our son went off. I think he freestyled like 2 or 3 times that night.
Oh yeah,
because he threw your name in a couple times, and he'd shout out Brightbox in the verse. So I'm like, yo, our son and Dolio killed it.
Yeah.
Danjo, Pharaoh, Wrench, they all did an amazing job. Like, there's a reason why they are professional performers. Like, they take it serious, and it shows with the performance.
No, for sure. For sure. So, it was awesome experience for us, too. Shout out to our band, Polaroid Dreams. I mean, like, Tyler, Tommy, and Hunter murdered that performance. I felt so good walking off stage with them. I was like, we've been practicing a lot for that show. So it felt good to know like, all right, all those hours like came full circle. It felt like a good set for us for sure.
I think this is a good transition point to, obviously Gangstagrass show. It was lit. If you weren't there, you should have been, and you need to come next time. And if you haven't caught Polaroid Dreams perform, it's an experience. You definitely need to check it out. But I think we need to fill everyone in on Polaroid Dreams because, over the past year, we haven't had many podcasts to talk about what's been going on behind the scenes and that whole story. I think we need to talk to the manager and see if we could get Polaroid Dreams on the podcast.
Manager? What are you looking at me for?
Well, maybe you know the manager. I'm not saying you are.
I might have his email.
Yeah, so email him. But what's it been like, putting a band together and that whole process?
It's awesome. Like one of the coolest things I've ever been a part of. Like, and it's so funny because I film everything because I'm always vlogging and making stuff. And, I'm making these little mini vlogs for just promo. And I found the footage of the night, the very first, like us forming the band. Because me and Tyler were in, in his room. He has a studio. We're in there trying to do a Peaches remix. So we're just like back and forth, like him on the piano. And Tommy's just kind of like sticking his head in, like listening. And Tyler's like, how do you like it? And he's like, it's good, but I feel like you need, some percussion. You need some of this, some of that. And he's like, well, just bring your drum set in here then. So he brought his drum set in there. That drum set never left after that because we started jamming, and then we started playing around with this J. Cole remix I did. And I just happened to have a show coming up at Bad Habits like a week later. And Tyler's like, we should just do the show together. Like, we should just do it like this. And I was like, that's a lot to ask of you two in a week. But they were both down. So that was our first show. And then from that point, like, it was so much fun. And then every week we got better. Eventually we started making music, brought Hunter in on lead guitar. He's just, oh my God, he's so talented. I mean, all of them are in their own way, which is it's so cool because I get to be around like the creation of everything. You know what I mean? When you're doing hip hop, you're just kind of like searching for beats. Yeah. And it's kind of, it can get lonely sometimes. You're just like in your room by yourself writing.
Boring, frustrating. Yeah, I can think of a lot of different emotions you go through.
Yeah. So it's so cool. It's such a different dynamic to be able to be with other people and bounce ideas off of people, and they're just like, I don't know, they know so much about arrangements, and I've been trying to sing, you know, I've been learning, putting a lot of hours in trying to learn how to like master my voice, and that show was a huge stepping stone for me, because that was the first time I stepped off stage where I was like, I feel good about like my voice, like my vocal, you know, delivery, because it's scary.
You've sharpened up a lot.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep trying to get better. I mean, I'm not Beyonce. I'm not out here saying like I can, you know, do any runs or
what you
nothing.
said the other day.
But you know, I'm passionate about it. That's the way I want to express myself now. So I'm really trying to learn how to do it. And yeah, we got a lot of cool things up our sleeve. A lot of cool music that we want to put out soon. So
you guys dropped the first single, "Make a Wish," which is out now. It's one of my personal favorites. I finally, you know, I feel like every time I'm at sound check with y'all, I start humming it, and I'm like, Tyler, what do you say on that? Like, what? And then I forget what it was now.
Honestly, I fall in love. Honestly, we'll fall in love. That part, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, it doesn't sound like that.
Yeah.
And,
I always
love
thought it
that
did.
song.
Really? I always thought that's what he said.
Yeah, honestly, we'll fall in love.
All right, well, I'm tripping. But, okay, well, this is funny because this is like me thinking, send me on my way. I always thought he said, "Bumbleway."
Oh, good God.
Or what was the one we was in the old studio?
He doesn't say Bumbleway?
No, it's "On My Way." Send me on my way, on my way.
Oh.
On my way. I always thought when I was a kid, I was like, "Bumbleway." I thought it was just like, you know, harmonizing or whatever. What was the one song we was in the studio and I thought they said one thing?
I don't remember.
Snail.
And
I thought they said something else.
What?
It was that Snail song?
Oh.
Snail.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, it's sail. And I thought that's what it was. And I thought
you
they
did
said
not think that it said snail. Oh, my God. So, yeah. Brandon is, don't go to him for a lyric.
Yo, what's funny is that song's on my next album, too.
Don't go out there singing like that. You're going to get laughed at. Oh, man.
Mine's called Scales. It's myself featuring Yellow Child.
Snails?
We was in the studio, and I had to say Scales or something, and I mentioned that song. It's in one of the old vlogs.
Yeah.
Or maybe it didn't make it in one of the old vlogs.
It's somewhere.
Man, we got to get back to it.
I know, right?
We was grinding.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was just like... It was easy, you know?
Yeah, it was easy.
It was easy. We just got off work and literally went straight to the studio, and that's like all we did all the time. You know what I mean?
You know, I made that post like last week. I was like, it's starting to feel like Iron Skillet 2019 again.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, we just come off the Gangstagrass show. You know, y'all just dropped a new single. Me and Alfie just shot a video. Like things are clicking. Things are moving.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're podcasting again.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
For sure.
It's inspiring.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
Make a Wish is out. You guys just dropped the new single, Digital Waterfalls.
Yeah. That
out
one
now.
goes.
And I don't know if this is too early to talk about.
I don't think so. I don't
Tell
think
'em.
they'll care. Then we really want to put out my favorite song that we perform in our set. It's called Southern Skies. And it's just, I don't know, when Tyler first like showed me the rough of it, I was like, this is it. Like this one, like I was dead set on it. And we kind of like stepped back from it for a minute, worked on other things, but the more like I was like so passionate about that song, I was like, we gotta push this one. And you know, we got a little rough mix going, and I think that's the one we want to put our energy into. Nothing like crazy, no release date or anything concrete, but that's like really, I'm passionate about that song. It's on the horizon, and if you come to a live show, I feel like that one it hits. It's super. It's you know, like I don't know how you would describe it. I mean, it's like got that acoustic vibe, more laid back, but I don't know. I just like it's my jam.
I heard it for the first time at this past show, and I fell in love. It's up there with Make a Wish for me.
Okay,
you know, it's up there. After we get off this podcast, I'm gonna make Shaw play us the mix down.
No, I got you.
Definitely want to hear that.
I got you.
Anything else you've been? I know you know you got the studio at the crib now. What else has Shaw been up to?
Yeah, I mean, that's been huge. Got my own like little studio space like for my editing. I've been really, I mean, copped that Canon.
Finally got it paid off.
Copped that Canon, yeah. I got a, real, serious camera, and I'm so into that. Like for a while I was just trying to do it to keep up with documenting things, and then somewhere along the way I just like started getting really into it and watching this guy, you know what I mean, just like trying to like soak up all the knowledge from him, and that's been something I'm super passionate about recently, and I'll go out by myself and just like play around, and that's when that's what I realized. I was in my backyard last week by myself,
taking pictures
with a tripod, taking pictures. And when you're taking pictures of yourself with a tripod, it's tedious because you have to literally just take one picture, move it, take one picture, refocus it. It's like, so just to get maybe one good picture, and when you're out there for like 45 minutes by yourself, that's when you realize like I actually just like doing this shit, you know what I mean?
Well, you're lucky you like pictures of yourself. Like I'm not going out there and taking pictures of myself.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't. I think
it's probably easier for you because you're not taking pictures of yourself.
Well, I mean, I guess, but then I don't have somebody to take pictures of. Like, it's like she's. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I get it.
I'm just like, I don't like taking pictures of myself, but I needed them I need them for content. Like, it's like you need them if you're an artist or doing anything. And B, I'm in your position. I don't have anyone to take pictures of. Yeah. So if I'm and I'm not like a landscape type, you know what I mean? It's like I'm definitely more into taking pictures of people doing things or like, clothing, whatever. So I just end up having to use myself as the subject like all the time.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's fun. So
sometimes you gotta click a couple buttons to learn.
I've clicked a lot of buttons, watched a lot of YouTube. It took me, I told Travis the other day, I'm about to make a YouTube video on this.
Oh, yeah.
Because on my Canon, it's like, I couldn't figure out how to do the self timer for the camera. Funny story, because like the picture that's for the digital waterfalls cover, the reason why it's like that is because I could not figure out how to do the self timer. So I literally just set my phone down on the sidewalk. We walked across the street, and I had my app, and I was just like clicking it, like, and just taking random pictures and hoping that I got a good one. We did. But I finally figured out how to do it. I went through so many YouTube videos, and no one actually said, this is how you do it. I just watched so many, and I watched this girl click this one little square, and then I saw the like 10-second mark pop up, and I was like, that's where it is.
But she never told you, click this square.
Yeah, she never did. So I was literally like finally figured that out like last week, and that's why I took those pictures in my backyard.
So you need to make a TikTok.
Yes.
Click this square.
Yeah.
You could literally save somebody the trouble of doing everything you did.
God, I know. So, and it's like the simplest thing. Like, why would you not explain that part?
Right.
But I guess they think that everybody should know that. Well, I didn't.
Cameras don't come with owner's manuals anymore.
Yeah, they did. No one reads them.
Yeah.
I don't think mine did. I got it off Amazon.
Knock off.
I don't know. Well, we found out my adapter doesn't work, so it's hard to tell.
But yeah. What you been up to, Trav? What you been up to?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, right, dude. You've been traveling the world.
You lie.
Going on vacation, finding myself.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Just kidding.
Who'd you find?
Myself.
Where'd you go?
Went out to Colorado for a Winter Wondergrass Festival, which was sick.
Yeah.
Jealous.
Saw the Wood Brothers, saw Trampled by Turtles, a couple other cool people.
Where'd you see them at?
It was like it's called Steamboat Springs. It's the resort. Just like the parking lot there.
Where's Steamboat Springs at? Is it like?
It's northwestern of Denver, like 2.5 hours from Denver.
Oh wow!
So we had to fly into Denver. We stayed that night, and then we rented a car and drove into Steamboat.
Got you.
Through a snowstorm.
So you had to drive through the Rockies.
Yeah.
On the other side.
Yeah, like past Red Rocks, like way past Red Rocks.
Oh yeah. Got you.
Then we went to Vegas, which was cool.
Yeah?
It looked pretty cool.
Drove around the desert in a Jeep that we rented off Turo.
Got some sick drone shots. Go check out his Instagram.
Dude, it took me forever to figure out. I couldn't figure out. My drone wouldn't follow the Jeep. Same thing, like I was YouTubing videos in the middle of the desert, trying to figure out how to make my drone follow my Jeep.
So you could drive and it would just...
Yeah, so it's easy. So like all you do is you like click on the screen and you make a box around what you want it to follow. But every time I did it, it was like it won't...
like lock on it?
Said you can't use this feature in this in this format. And I was like, what do you mean, what fucking format?
Yeah.
Formatted the card, went through all the settings, blah, blah, and ended up having to change it from 60 frames to 30 frames per second.
Oh, my
Wow.
God.
Why wouldn't it follow? Why would that make a fucking difference?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
How long did it take you going through, like 20
minutes.
20
probably.
minutes? Yeah.
But it was just annoying.
Yeah. But it's a 6 shot.
Yeah, it was cool. And then we drove to California, and I never want to drive in LA again. That was awful.
Y'all went all the way to LA.
Yeah. We drove from Vegas to LA to get a flight home.
Oh, wow.
It was cheaper.
Dude, it's crazy traffic out there.
It was awful. It was the worst. It's the worst thing I've ever done. I was driving out in Colorado, fucking 100 miles, never saw a person. And then LA, it's fucking
Bumper
5
to
miles an
bumper.
hour, just
Yeah.
bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Oh, my God.
Definitely don't miss that about LA.
No, it was awful. God.
Did you get to do anything? Did you spend any time, or did you literally just drive to the airport?
We went to a friend's house and had dinner, and then we go into the airport.
Gotcha. So not really.
Didn't even get to get in and out.
Yeah. I feel like you would give them a bad review, though.
Probably
I feel
would.
like Travis is
If you know me, I'm a cheeseburger fiend. Like,
yes, connoisseur.
critic.
Well, hold on. Being in Colorado, did you try any of the places out there?
Like what?
Anything. Like, there's so much good stuff out there. Like,
Good Days or whatever.
Good Days is
not good. It's not Good
Good
Days.
Times.
It's
Good
Good
Times.
Times. Good Times is incredible.
that's
I love
Steven's.
that.
That's
Ooh.
Steven's jam, but not for like
There was
burgers.
one right beside our Airbnb, but
What? And
didn't
you
go.
didn't try it?
No.
It's so good. I mean, it's greasy, but man, it's really good.
The only burger I got in Denver, because we weren't in Denver very long. We were just like sleeping there and like leaving. So only thing I ate there was Shake Shack, I think.
There's another one out there.
I'm a huge Shake Shack fan, personally.
I had a DoorDash, and it was kind of like, I think the dude took too long to get there. It was kind of shitty, but.
I can't think of the other one. There's one in towards DC.
Whataburger?
No, they got that out there though.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember.
They
what
definitely
it is.
got Shake Shack out there.
It's the burgers and milkshake place.
Steak and Shake?
Steak and Shake.
Oh, dude, I
That's
fuck
my
with Steak.
That's
jam.
always going to be
man,
our
we'd
number
eat that.
one. That's going to
We
be
were
our
either
number
at
one.
Steak and Shake,
Yeah.
Culver's, or Good Times out in Colorado.
Steak and Shake is my shit. We went to, where did we go? We went to a place called Culinary Dropout. That was dope.
Mm.
And then went to a place called Happy Camper, and I got a burger there, and it was pretty good.
Okay.
If you need a review of a burger,
Hit me
Trav
up.
is your guy. Trav is your man.
Can we hit the road and do that? Like, I'm so down to go with
Just
you.
make a
Like,
little
absolutely.
series.
Oh my god.
Count me in.
Yeah.
One bite, everybody knows the rules.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna have to get our own little
Yeah.
catchphrase. I don't think we can
Whole
use
burger,
that.
everybody knows the rules, is my saying.
There
What is
you
it?
go.
The whole burger, everybody knows the rules.
Yeah, he's going to go through the whole thing.
And if you don't get through it, then obviously you know what it is.
It's not good.
Not good.
Mm-mm. No, that'd be fun. That'd be a little content.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
You know, this is really random, but I just got to shout him out. We've been talking. So, previous podcast guest, Sam Snowden, had him on the podcast.
He's been grinding.
He was living out in California, just graduated college. Like that when COVID first hit, he was graduating college. Now he lives out in New York. He's been crushing it, dude. He's been crushing it. Like, and he's dropping his second mini doc in a month, and I'm hyped for it.
I missed the first one.
Yeah, I got you. I can send you a link. That's what made me want to.
I'll subscribe to him. I'm gonna go check it.
That video is the one that made me want to hit him up to get him on here. When I watched it, I was like, this is so good.
'Cause I remember, when we interviewed him, watching the documentary of him in college.
That's the first one.
That's it.
Oh,
That's
is
the
that what you're
first
talking
one.
about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's dropping his second one. Everything in his life, I guess, between now and then.
I thought you meant his second one in the past month. He's dropping another one.
No.
Oh, yeah, I seen the first one. It was incredible.
Yeah, so he's dropping.
Got
the
you.
second.
Next
Got
month,
you.
he's dropping the second one.
Yeah.
All right. I misinterpreted that. My apologies.
No, you're good.
Shout out Sam Snowden. He's
Murdering
been
it.
grinding. I love the content. Keep it going.
Yeah, for sure.
Consistency is key.
100%.
We all know that.
But yeah, it's been a crazy year.
It's hard to stay consistent. I mean, as you can see, this is our first official podcast back.
Yeah.
That doesn't have to do with an event.
Yeah, I think it's just when you're close and it's not super hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go out of your way. You don't have to take too much of your time. It's way easier.
Yeah.
But like, we gotta like, and everyone has a lot going on in their own personal lives. So it's like, back then, I don't know, like back then was that long, but I didn't really have anything else going on.
Pre-COVID was a lifetime ago.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like,
that was a whole different world.
as long as I wasn't at work, I was like, yep.
I feel like
I'll be
deep
at the
COVID was a
studio.
lifetime ago too. Like deep in COVID
What was
like,
deep
Oh,
COVID?
yeah.
like first, you know,
First couple weeks of it?
or first few months of it,
Yeah.
where we're doing in studio performances and shit. Where like, you know,
Yeah.
Dude, did that pop up on y'all's today?
was it today?
Hey, look.
Today, on this day, we
That's
did
so
the
weird.
in-studio performance, me, you, and Logue
Yeah.
at the old studio.
That's so weird.
That's fun.
Yeah,
But I
I
mentioned
don't know why I didn't share it. I was gonna.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had this past year we've been going through some shit. I feel
Yeah,
like, you know, you
yeah.
bought a house that you've been working on. It takes all your time.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, look, it's a gift and a curse, and I'm not complaining at all. But if it ain't a lot of work when you buy a house, like, oh man, I'm not complaining. I love it. I love my house.
I was laid up for a few months, couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
Still, legs still fucking not
Not
perfect,
100%.
but
I'm glad to see you walking, man. I remember when you sent that text, man. I was like, yo, they can't take Trav from me.
I know.
I don't remember sending the text.
Well,
I
you
don't know.
literally.
I think it was like the next day.
I don't remember.
Travis is the worst. The worst because he like dumps everything down like it's not a big deal, and you're like, hey, I need you to do this apple blossom video for me. I can't do it. And I was like, okay, why? And you're like, I'm in the hospital. I said, why? And you're like, I hurt my leg.
Oh.
Like, you made it sound like it was like not that big of a deal. Then 2 or 3 days later, I'm like, dude, are you still in there? And then you're like, yeah, actually, it's pretty bad. I'm like, whoa, okay. Now you want to tell me
Well,
it's
when
bad.
I texted you first, I was probably like high on morphine.
Yeah,
and, like, I'm like, I'm
probably.
good. I don't know. I'm gonna get out of here in 3 hours.
Yeah, but
I can walk in this motherfucker. It's not connected, but you know.
But yeah, it's good to see him up and walking around,
Working again?
Yeah, because I remember like the first couple weddings we even shot together. I was,
The first one, I was in a boot.
Yeah, I was.
I wasn't supposed to be
I know.
walking.
I know you weren't. Everything I was like, Travis, sit down. I'll shoot that. I'll shoot that part. Like, just sit down.
Doctor, I went to the doctor like 2 days before that, and I was like, he's gonna tell me I can start walking on this boot. I go to the doctor, and he's like, let's do 2 more weeks on crutches, and I said, fuck, I got a wedding on Saturday.
You were like, what if I just do one day? I was like, you're gonna be in pain, but then you just got to go back on the crutches, right?
I was like
that.
Googling, like, how bad is it if I do this? And it was like, bad. And I'm like, well, make the client happy.
I remember this because I
Yeah.
had to fill in for you on J-Law's wedding. He was shooting. Me and Shaw shot it with him.
Yeah.
Crazy times. Now you're up, moving around. 2 shoes.
2 shoes.
2 shoes.
And I was worried about
Clem, 2 shoes.
I was worried about my one shoe getting worn out before the other one.
Yeah.
Actually, I had just bought these brand new
I'd be
Thursday boots
pissed.
like a day before I wrecked, and like I couldn't wear them for like 3 months. These brand new boots sitting there.
Just
and I'm
eyeing
like, I
you.
don't want to try. I want to wear those.
Nope. Wow. Couldn't do it.
Nope, couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
We're here now.
Well, we're
Yeah.
glad to have you back.
Hadn't been
And
on
alive.
hadn't been on a motorcycle since.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
do you think you'll ever buy a bike in your life? Or
Probably.
yeah.
I mean, whatever, right?
With gas prices, I mean, why not?
I know, right?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Are they more fuel efficient? What was you getting in the mile on that?
On the bike,
Yeah.
like at least 60, 70
Shut
miles a
up,
gallon.
for real?
Yeah.
Don't tell me that. You
can
can make
fill
me
it
want to
up.
buy a bike.
Dude, you can fill that thing up for like $10.
Dang. And now?
Yeah.
Maybe like 20 now.
No, like literally 2.5 gallon tank.
60 miles.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I've been a hater.
Dude, my electric bicycle goes 20 miles per hour.
You got an electric bike?
Yeah.
It's sick.
How long's the charge?
20 miles. You can go for 20
Oh,
miles.
20 miles before it dies.
Yeah, but it goes 20 miles an hour too. The speed wise and 20 miles before it dies. And if it dies, you can still pedal it.
It's pretty sick. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty freaking sick.
Like a pedal bike.
Yeah.
Like
But it's also
Yeah.
Like it's got
motorized.
pedals.
It's got pedals, but it also has a motor on it.
it probably feels like one of them stationary bikes trying to pedal, huh? Or
No, it feels
like
normal.
a normal bike.
Yeah, yeah.
Dang.
This is really
That's
off topic.
efficient. Now everybody needs one
It's
of
like
those nowadays.
It's like the Tesla of bicycles.
Damn.
But you can't drive a Tesla when it dies.
That's true. This is really
Facts.
off topic, but I bought this just for the beach. I literally bought a Razor scooter, like an old school one.
I seen that. That's
$30 just for the beach.
Where'd you buy it
Cool.
from?
It's a steal.
Target.
Oh, they're
they
$30.
still sell them?
$30.
Dude, I feel like they were $90 when we
They
were kids.
were. They were 100%. I saw it was $30.
You're gonna break your leg.
No, I'm not.
No,
I
not
was
your
doing
leg, your
tricks.
shin.
I was doing
She
tricks
had her
in my
chins.
basement. I was already like bunny hopping, trying to remember how to
Wait,
do all
why'd you do that?
Why'd I buy it?
Yeah.
Because when we're going to the beach, I'm going to take it on the boardwalk, and I'm
Why
going
don't
to
you
be.
take your
Oh, you didn't think that
I mean,
one
I'm going to
through.
take both, but it's easier to maneuver around a bunch of people
You
on a
didn't think
scooter.
that one through.
Why?
Boardwalk is wood.
Yeah, but it's not going to be that.
You know how
Aggressive.
small them wheels are on that Razor?
Yeah, I'm still going to do it.
I could see you buying a one wheel.
Oh, I would.
Dude,
I
I've
definitely
seen-
want one.
I've seen a video of some dude scooting around on
I
those.
want one so bad, but they're so expensive.
Like
A.
$1,000.
And then B, I saw Danny Gewirtz. He's like a
Oh yeah, he
He's a-
killed himself.
no.
on it.
He
Or
like
broke his camera.
yeah. He was filming himself on it, and he like completely wrecked and broke his pinky and his camera. But
Wow.
I'd still cop one.
That's why you get insurance. There's a dude in Winchester that rents them out.
Really,
I think it's called One Wheel Winchester. or
I might
something
have
like
to
that.
look into that.
There's a big sign above El Centro, like a huge sign above it.
I'm gonna
a
have
window.
to look into that.
At least rent it and see if you can do it and see if
Yeah.
you like it.
No, for sure. Because
you
I would
buy one.
love that in the summertime, cruising around on that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm about
Yeah.
to just put some new inner tubes in my
In your Huffy?
Haro.
A horror,
It's a
sorry.
Haro. It's not a Huffy.
Brian Nyquist.
Get out of here. Man, you know.
I had a Haro for the same reason.
Yo,
Brian
I
Nyquist.
love my joint.
No, I
It's
was, I was
Nyquist Back Trail 9.
I was
Yeah.
a Matt Hoffman fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Understandable.
Is that the guy that does the challenge?
Matt
No.
Hoffman?
No.
No, that's somebody else.
Yeah.
that guy?
Travis. His first name is Travis.
He's a
but
BMXer, I think.
He is a BMXer, but I forget his last name. I'm gonna literally it's gonna
It
come
Start
to
with
me.
an L?
No, I don't know.
Is
I
it Church
can't.
Travis? I thought it was something else.
No,
Maybe not.
That's Travis Pastrana.
Yeah, Travis Pastrana is so different.
Something
Is it
with the
TJ Lavin?
TJ
Lavin.
Lavin.
Okay.
TJ.
TJ Lavin.
Maybe
is
the T
he-
stands
is
for
he
Travis.
BMX?
Who? TJ Lavin? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Travis is everything.
Didn't Dave
Yeah.
Mirra do that too
Oh yeah.
before he passed?
Did he pass
Yeah.
away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
But wasn't he on the challenge? Did he do the challenge host
for
thing?
I think like one
Yeah.
season. Dude, Travis Pastrana just messed himself up. You see
Did he? No, I
that?
didn't see what he did.
Broke his femur and
shit.
everything. Yeah,
Wow.
So many
dude.
bones in his damn
I
body.
know. And he's not even phased by it. It was
No.
a jump that went wrong, like a parachute thing. And yeah, I think it was the test. I don't even think it was the actual one. And yeah, dude, he's like in the hospital on IG, just like, yeah, broke my femur. I'm like, dude, you're another breed of human being.
It's crazy. He started with motocross, but this dude's doing anything and everything.
So cool. He's not from far from here.
Yeah.
He's from
Maryland,
Maryland.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of dope.
Yo, DMV has talent in everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Got some
crazy.
sleepers. Got some
oh my
sleepers.
gosh. Especially in the music scene, like, even outside of Iron Skillet and Shator Lane and Bullwhip and T. Clem, you got the Missy Elliott's, the Timbalands, Pharrell, Clips.
Oh yeah. 100%.
The list goes on. Nick D,
Chris
Yeah.
Brown.
Chris
Chris
Brown.
Brown.
Funny story, my buddy at work, his wife's mom lives next door to his Chris Brown's mom.
Trey Songz.
She still lives in
Trey
Tappahannock.
Songz, yeah.
Trey
There's a lot of
Songz,
people.
yeah. Trick or Trey.
Yellow Child.
Speaking of
Yellow
Nick,
Child.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, so many.
Speaking of Nick D,
Grinding.
popped off.
It's
Remember
crazy.
the last time we saw him? We were like going to do the podcast
It
with
was
him.
the album right before he dropped his album.
Yes.
This
Yes.
can't be it.
And he said, he's like, my goal is in a year, just be making music.
And like the past year, that's what he's
Damn
been
if
doing.
he didn't
He did
crack
it.
the code.
He fucking did it.
Congrats to him, man.
Shout out Nick D.
So crazy. It's-
TikTok star.
Yeah, dude. Literally millions of views.
Dude, like he got the music popping, and then him and Cakes, which we still gotta put that podcast out with Cakes.
I know. I need to find.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's okay.
Spoiler alert. But yeah, and then they got the Feels Right Donut Show podcast popping. Like people, I've had friends like they'll be like, "Oh, have you seen this?" They'll pull up the TikTok and be like, "You know, we he does music. Like, we had him on the podcast. So, like, he does music. Like, nah,
Yeah.
this is just
It's
a little
so
funny little thing. Like, yo, listen to his music.
You missed the ping pong. That was when it was really like
yeah,
we
the
got
ping pong balls,
we got
yeah.
super into that. Like we started trying to do that,
Yep.
like catching them.
I was like TikTok when we first got into TikTok because I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna do something on it, and I went and bought Nerf guns.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
yeah,
yep.
yeah.
That was
Like,
a
I'm
good
gonna
one.
do Nerf gun TikTok, and it didn't pop off.
I'm gonna tell you a good video that we should have put on TikTok was when we got the bird out of the studio.
Yeah.
Kayla just showed me the video of that the other day, and me and you just happy, jumping around, excited once we got the bird out. Like, it was awesome.
Yeah, throw it up there.
Hey, if you got a bird in your studio or your house, call me or T. Clem.
No,
We'll
don't
get
call
them
me.
out.
Trav
Bro,
said,
we'll pull
"Keep
up with
me
the
out
fake
of it."
tree. We'll lure them out.
No.
Just like we did that bird.
Tree did work.
Literally,
Trav
they had the
said
fake
no.
tree in the corner.
Now we
And
don't have
he
birds
was-
in here. We got snakes in here.
Ugh,
Bro, don't
don't
stop.
bring it up.
We was doing
I'm
so
terrified of
good. We was doing so good.
I forgot.
Now I just got chills. Like, oh, they ain't in this room. I didn't see them in this specific room. Stop. Stop.
It's all connected, bro. You see these pipes?
Stop. Man. Yo, we went hunting. That shit, we got vlog footage of
Yeah,
that too.
we
We
tried
went
to
hunting for
find
the
it.
snake, trying to look for it. And that vlog footage is somewhere.
He was just chilling.
We should drop a vlog of all the footage that didn't get put on a vlog. Like, I know there's so much content that's probably sitting on your computer.
Probably, yeah, but who's gonna go through it?
I'll do it. See, that's okay. You know what y'all been doing lately? Like, yeah, I bought a house. My next purchases is I'm trying to build my own video editing computer at the crib. I'm currently 2 pieces away.
There you go.
It would be 1, but Amazon hit me and was like, "It got damaged. We're gonna refund you."
Ugh.
Well,
They didn't,
thank
have,
God,
they didn't have
'cause
another one like to send you.
I guess not. But
What
I'm
was
glad
your-
they did because that thing was like $600
Graphics
for the
card?
The
No, it was the
Oh, the
processor.
processor.
I think it was the processor. I got a graphics card, and then I need to order one more of the whatever. But anyways,
RAM.
I will do the vlog. In fact, like, I can't wait to start editing from the crib. Like, I'm literally just watching y'all work. Like, I'm picking up how to shoot, how to, this and that, and like, I want to get the video editing.
It's a good time.
That's
it's
the
a
next
rabbit
goal.
hole. It's a rabbit hole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once you get into YouTube.
Every time you get one thing mastered, and you're like,
Yeah, then you want to
then
do something
you
else.
see
Yeah.
something cool, and you're like, oh man.
I know.
Like the thing looming over my head, the 2 things looming over my head right now are
After Effects?
After Effects and Photoshop.
Look at that. I was so good at that.
Yeah.
I knew exactly what it was.
After Effects is just like makes my brain hurt. I kind of had it figured out for a little bit, but if I tried to go back into it now, I think I would be lost again. In Photoshop, I swear the buttons on there, I'll watch a video and it'll tell me exactly how I'm supposed to click, and I'll go into my view and I'm like, I can't find that. I can't see it. And then Travis sits down and he's like, that's weird. And then he just clicks one other thing and it freaking works. That's my
You were doing good on After Effects when we were doing the lyric videos. Like
Yeah.
you had it going for a little bit.
I need to get back
Just
into
keep
it.
doing it.
Yeah, because that's when I was actually starting to learn it. Like once you get into a rhythm with that,
Yeah.
then it starts to make sense. You know
Muscle
what I
memory
mean?
after a while too. Like you remember where stuff is at.
Yeah, so I need to get back into that. But
Photoshop's easy.
yeah, it's just button. Like I get put in these.
I shouldn't say easy. Photoshop did take me some time to learn, but like once you
Yeah.
get into it, it's easy. You're like, oh, this probably does this. This probably does this.
Yeah.
Like, you just figure it out.
I need to play with it more.
That's why I love having friends like Trav, because Trav will figure it out. Like, and then
Done
when
it
he
from the
does, I'm
beginning.
like, how'd you do that?
I know, like, started with like Audacity of how to record music, and then that was easy. But then you move to Pro Tools, and you're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah,
It's literally
Figure it
like,
out.
it's clicking
Yeah.
buttons. You just got to click buttons and figure out what does what.
Yeah, and like YouTube wasn't that much of a thing
No,
back
it wasn't.
then, and
no.
and like I feel like we kind of started recording when like consumer recording was like a new thing.
Yeah, it
You know what I
was.
mean?
Yep.
Like
Yep.
at
It's a good
home
way to put it.
studios was a new thing,
For sure it was.
unless you were recording analog, which we were not doing.
No, yeah, not at all.
So it's like there was not a lot of tutorials on YouTube back then for that shit.
I was just talking to my uncle a couple weeks ago about, along those lines, back, 10 years ago or whenever, we all had studios at the crib and it was kind of a new thing, but back then we couldn't just put our music on iTunes
No.
or
Yeah.
whatever. Nowadays, like, it's so easy. Like, you subscribe to a distribution company and pay the fee, and they'll do it for you. And, I was talking to my uncle. I was like, bro, like, I've been doing music for X amount of years, and I finally put out my first album, and this is what I've wanted my whole career. Like, I wanted to do it right.
Yeah.
I actually went out, I linked, made connections with these producers and bought the beats, bought the exclusives. I own this whole project, and that's why it feels so good, because I did it right. I didn't just, lease or whatever and throw something up. Like, this is a body of work that I own and I'm proud of.
Yeah, for sure.
So Simple is out now on all streaming platforms. The first official Bullwhip album features Shatora Lane.
Hey, here we go.
Also features Yellow Child, and it features Hippie Shrinner. I threw that on there because I own it.
Yeah, there you go.
Why not? If I own this music, why not put it out there?
100%.
And, like we were talking about before we got on the podcast, COVID was like, it kind of set things back. So now it's like the get back. Like, I needed to put this album out because I got my next 2 albums already paid for and half written, but I got to drop this before I could do this.
For sure.
So this year is the get back year. This is where we come for it. Yeah.
Catching back up for lost time.
Oh, so much.
I feel like, I don't know if you guys feel like this, but I mean, it's starting to get warm outside the past couple weeks, and it's just like coming off that show. I feel like I got a lot of positive momentum right now. Like, I just want to be making things, and I don't even care. Like, it doesn't have to be like for any grand reason, but I just I'm in a creative. I feel super creative right now. Like, I just want to be working on something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the energy I'm in right now.
I've been riding a high since that show, like, just being creative. I've been so inspired, like even once I got off stage, I was like, I know I did a good performance, but I thought of ways to take my performance to the next level, you know what I mean? So I can't wait to hit the stage again and take what I know now, or, you know what I mean, what I've learned and do that. But, I feel like the warm weather is really bringing it out. Part of the reason why I wanted to get back in here, and like, I'm ready to start creating again. And shoot, I got T. Clem out of retirement this past weekend, and I hit him. I was like, bro, me and Alfie got this song. I got this idea. I got the props. You trying to shoot it? And he said, yeah, of course. I'm down.
What was the last video I shot for you before this one?
Catch Up.
Damn.
And you were actually in it. And fun fact, Trav was riding a motorcycle in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
I think that was the last one, Catch Up.
I remember that's where I think
I shot some of it.
That was when, what's really funny is I have a tweet on my phone, on Twitter. That was like when I first got to use your GH5.
Yeah. And
I was like shooting all like the side-by-side footage.
Yeah.
And at that point, all I had was a G7. And I tweeted, I was like, I got to use a GH5 tonight. I was like, I need one of these. Now I have a GH5 and I have like the Canon. Like, it's just crazy how, you know what I mean? Life progresses. But yeah, I remember like shooting with that and being like, this G7's got to go. Like, I gotta level up.
But look, I don't want to get it twisted. Like, yeah, I brought Trav out of retirement, but he is not on the market to go hit up for music videos.
Unless you got money.
Like big bags. He needs the big bag.
I'm not doing no $100 music videos.
He don't want to. Like, he probably didn't even want to shoot it for me.
Yeah. He's a
it might have just been the warm weather. I don't know.
He's a busy guy, Busy guy.
It's not that he doesn't want to. He just is a busy guy. Let's be honest.
You start a business and it starts growing, which is awesome.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
There you go.
It's beautiful. I could like talk to you guys like for another hour, and I don't know. I'm just excited to be back and podcasting and talking with you guys again. And hell, in the same room with you, like. The only time we get to see each other is when we got shows.
Yeah, shows.
Or we go to open mic night.
Yeah, for sure. It feels good, and like hopefully, just we keep the ball rolling, keep cooking stuff up, and I'm sure some dope things are gonna come our way. And you guys just gotta stay tuned. You guys gotta keep listening, keep watching.
Give us some feedback. Tell us what you want to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that.
100%.
Drop some comments.
Yeah.
Hit our email. Message box.
whatever you can do.
Message box. Send us a carrier pigeon, whatever you need to do.
Yeah, any which way you can make it happen.
Y'all got anything you want to say before we sign off?
Nah, thanks for listening. Thanks for waiting for us.
Trav?
Kanye 2024.
Oh, Lord. That'll lead us into our next episode. We might have to address this in
a side dish. Hey, the Iron Skillet, we back cooking. Big whoop.